Another action-packed edition of Sports Tonight has just kicked off from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. It's good to have you join us once again to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakwan. On the show tonight, we'll give you updates coming from the Europa League. But in the meantime, you guys are still talking about what happened in the UEFA Champions League. What a story. Well, look, we thought we'd seen it all when Ajax told Real Madrid to get out of the competition. Manchester United, they went to the Parc des Princes in France to play PSG. You know what? They lost the first leg by 2-0 at Old Trafford. And then we were thinking it's all over for the Red Devils. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I don't know. I think we should test him. Magical night for Manchester United in that second leg at Paris Saint-Germain. They won by 3-1 and sent PSG out of the competition to qualify for the quarterfinals. And when it was ending in France, in Portugal, more drama. FC Porto, they were taking on AS Roma. First leg ended 2-1. It stayed 2-1 after regulation time, and then it went into extra time. First half still 2-1. Second half with 5 minutes to go. VAR says, no, we're not going to see penalties tonight. And when the referee went to the VAR, FC Porto were awarded a penalty. They won 3-1 also. Magical night of football. And it continued tonight in the Europa League. I'll give you all of the updates. Arsenal fans, don't go too far. Alex Iwobi scored a beautiful goal. I like that goal that he scored. But was it good enough for Arsenal? I'll give you all of the updates tonight on the program. Also, continue our countdown to the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup to take place in June the 7th to be precise. And it will run through July the 7th in France. Yes, the Super Falcons, look, like never before, we're believing that they can go to the World Cup and impress, and they are getting ready for that one. Updates and more updates in our world of sports. I see them. It's a Thursday night. Sonny Young will be joining us from Washington, D.C. To tell us what's going on right there. You know, Sonny Young comes with some sparks, and I'm ready for him on the show tonight. We've been monitoring what's going on with the Special Olympics, the Nigerian team, they're getting ready to go to the United Arab Emirates, and with Special Olympics, you know, I love it. Our heart is with those guys, you know. Persons with intellectual capabilities or disabilities, and they are doing so well with sports. And that's why we keep saying that sports has the power to transform lives. And we're saying that with Nigeria's Special Olympics team. They will leave the country tomorrow for Dubai to compete at the Special Olympics. We'll give you updates as regards the athletes, the officials, and how they're looking forward to that one. Sports Tonight on your award-winning Sports Loving Channels Television. Let's get into the groove now. You can be part of the program on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook, channels-sports. You can send us an email, sportstonight@channelstv.com. Magical night we're having in European football. I don't know how to explain what happened at the Bernabeu and then what happened in France. I don't know. You guys should tell us, what do you think happened in those two matches, the second legs? Manchester United, wow, key players out. No Pogba, no Sanchez, no Lingard, no Valencia. They went to France to do them. But look, are you still thinking impossible is something? No, in our world of sports, impossible is nothing. Hashtag UEFA Champions League. Hashtag Europa League. Hashtag FIFA Women's World Cup. Hashtag whatever you are talking about in our world of sports. Just keep those hashtags coming. That's why I'm here. I'm going to read your messages on the program. All our top stories can be viewed on our website, channelstv.com, and on YouTube/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com. Download the Channels TV app for any of those devices that you see right there on your screen. We're here to do it together. Let's help you keep up with the pace. It's the racy, pacey, action-packed world of sports. So much is going down. So if you're ready, let's do this together. Fasten your seatbelt. I don't have time to waste. Look, it's a fun-filled world of sports. Let's go to Washington, D.C. Sonny Young is standing by. It's been quite some time, and I've been asking, where is Sonny Young? Sonny Young needs to come back on this program because we love when Sonny brings us back. Sonny, I'm super excited to see you tonight. Welcome to Sports Tonight.
Sporty greetings, Austin. I have buckled my seatbelt because I know it's going to be a very exciting ride a fun factory ride on the award-winning Channels Television. I know it's been a few weeks, Austin, but it's great to be back on your show.
I know, and when you give me that red tie, I know you're ready to roll. Sonny, tell me, you know, when the Academy Awards come, you think they just want to give those guys that are into the movies or entertainment, but some sports personalities stole the show. Tell me more.
Well, the Academy Awards take place in Hollywood, in Los Angeles, California, Austin, and this evening, I want to give shout-outs for 3 sports stars in particular with very strong ties to Los Angeles, that city in Southern California. First up, LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers, the superstar player on Wednesday night, passed his childhood idol, Michael Jordan, and moved into 4th place all-time on the NBA career scoring list. Now, Austin, you'll remember Michael Jordan was the childhood idol of LeBron. Wow. So LeBron afterwards really praised Michael Jordan. He's getting praised throughout the league now for his performance. They lost the game, but most of the post-game talk, Austin, was about LeBron James and whether he can maybe pass the all-time career point-scoring leader, another former Lakers star, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He gets a shout-out, Austin, because Kareem made headlines recently by auctioning off more than 200 pieces of personal memorabilia. Now, it wasn't for personal gain, Austin. I know you love to talk about the power of sports.
That's what it is.
The power of sports. Well, in this case, Austin, Kareem was using the money from the auction to help fund his Skyhook Foundation. I remember, I know your viewers remember Kareem Skyhook. What a shot. Great shot, that Skyhook. Unstoppable. Well, he has a foundation, Austin, that helps children education-wise. He helps them learn English, but also math, science, engineering. Tough subjects for me, I know that. But the money that he raised, almost $3 million from the sale of his mementos to go to his charitable foundation. So power of sports right there, Austin. We give Kareem a shout-out. And the last sports star I want to mention, Austin, David Beckham, the English soccer star, now retired. He played in Los Angeles for a while. For the Los Angeles Galaxy. Well, they recently unveiled a David Beckham statue outside the Galaxy Stadium. David Beckham is the first former Major League Soccer player to be so honored with his own statue. So I guess that shows you Major League Soccer is going to be around a while, Austin.
I know. Beautiful. You've just... the 3 names you talked about, Sonny, legends in any way you want to talk about it. But Kareem Abdul-Jabbar deserves a sporty salute, Sonny. When you touch lives, it's beautiful. And it just made me feel the power of sports once again. Beautiful. Sonny, I love that story you talked about. Sonny, what's going on the MLS? It's kicked off on March the 2nd. Anything new this season?
Well, I mentioned David Beckham. He still has ties to MLS, Austin. He's going to be the owner of a Miami franchise, a new Miami franchise. But 24th season for Major League Soccer. And coincidentally, we now have 24 teams in MLS.
Wow.
The newest team is FC Cincinnati, based in Ohio. MLS also has another club based in Ohio, the Columbus Crew. So that should be a good state rivalry. Columbus Crew against FC Cincinnati. Got to give a shout out for Atlanta United. They're the defending MLS Cup champions. They smashed attendance records last year in MLS, and I think they're going to be a team to watch in the years to come. And one more note, Austin, last year I think I mentioned on your show how DC United, the MLS team based here in Washington, they opened a new stadium. Well, another MLS club, FC Minnesota United, they're going to be opening a new stadium next month in St. Paul, Minnesota, roughly the same size as DC United Stadium, about 20,000 seats in the stadium. And that's really kind of the standard size of these MLS stadiums, Austin, about 20,000 seats.
Beautiful, beautiful. Sonny, the MLS, it is expanding. We know some top players, well, they play in Europe. When they're tired, they go to the MLS. But with what you're saying, big names as David Beckham also having interest in the MLS. I know DJ Drogba also have interest in the MLS. Sonny, is it growing profit? Is it making profit?
Well, that's a good point, Austin. Another player of note, Wayne Rooney. He plays for DC United. He came over from Europe. Again, MLS is still attracting some of these older stars from Europe, maybe past their prime. But in fact, Austin, in recent years, some of MLS's top young talent have been sold to top European clubs. So it's starting to trend the other direction, that MLS is developing young talent and they are going to Europe to hone their skills. But I think the league is improving, still not on par with the top European leagues, but it is getting better, Austin.
Yeah, I agree with you. I needed you to give me that confirmation. It is indeed improving. Sonny, you love talking about the NBA. Give me some updates. What's going on there?
Well, one big result of note, Austin. The Boston Celtics went over to California and they trounced the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors by 33 points. Worst loss of the season for the Warriors. In fact, it was the worst loss of the Steve Kerr era. Kerr, of course, is the coach of the Warriors. So, and the Celtics came back the following night, and they won last night against the Sacramento Kings on a last-second basket by Gordon Hayward. Celtics starting to make some noise as we get closer to the playoffs. But the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo, they still are the team to beat in the Eastern Conference. Yeah. And I think the Bucks are going to be maybe a force in the playoffs, Austin.
I totally agree. And as long as Antetokounmpo still plays for that team, then they have my love. They played Indiana Pacers tonight. Any worry for the Milwaukee Bucks?
Well, that's a tough one, Austin. The Bucks have they've really shown a lot of courage and fighting spirit this year. So I'm going to go with the Bucks in that game.
You have to go with the Bucks, Sonny. Sonny, we also love talking about boxing, so let's use that to wrap up. Mandatory challenger for Deontay Wilder. What face did you give when you got that news?
I'm sorry, Austin. I didn't hear that question.
The mandatory challenger for Deontay Wilder is Brazil. And we know we've been waiting for Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. So I want to know, when you heard that news that he's going to fight Brazil, what came to mind, Sonny?
Disappointment, Austin. I think Brazil, at this point, I don't see him giving Deontay much of a challenge. I would have hoped that he would have fought Tyson Fury next, or maybe even Anthony Joshua, although AJ, of course, has that June 1st fight lined up. But Brazil, I think it's a step down for Deontay Wilder at this point, Austin. So, I'm hoping that maybe he can fight Fury again, but they have different television contracts, he and Tyson Fury now. So it could be tougher to basically arrange that rematch. But the heavyweights still have a lot of excitement this year, 2019, and I'm looking forward to some great fights.
I'm looking forward to it also, Sonny. Thank you so much, Sonny Young, for your time. And don't go away for too long again. No, we won't take it. Thank you.
I'll keep my seatbelt fastened, Austin. Great to be back on the Sports Tonight Fun Factory.
Thank you so much. So that's it. The Voice of America correspondent, Sonny Young. I told you, Sonny Young makes it rain whenever he comes on the show and is giving us some juicy updates coming from our world of sports. Sonny spoke about the power of sports. And look, when you talk about it, you take me to a place where I want to be, because I love it so much when we use sports to empower persons, to transform lives.